What if the secret to a happier life isn't getting more, but learning to want less? We spend our lives chasing money, success, love, status, and a better future. But ancient Roman poet Horace asked a much deeper question. What if we already have enough to be happy, but we simply don't know how to be content? In How to Be Content, Horace explores 4 timeless problems: our endless desires, our relationships, the dangers of uncontrolled passion, and the reality of death. And his message is surprisingly relevant today. A good life isn't necessarily a life with more, it's a life with more peace, wisdom, and appreciation. Introduction. Welcome back. Today, we're exploring How to Be Content by Horace, an ancient guide to living a peaceful and satisfying life. Although Horace lived more than 2,000 years ago, many of the problems he describes are still part of modern life. We compare ourselves with other people. We always want more money. We chase relationships and become emotionally attached. We worry about the future. And sometimes we forget the most important fact of all. Our time is limited. Horace doesn't promise a life without problems. Instead, he teaches us how to develop a different relationship with desire, friendship, love, success, and death. In this video, we'll explore the book's 4 main chapters and discover the practical lessons Horace offers for living with greater contentment. So let's begin with the first question. What does it actually mean to live a good life? Chapter 1: The Search for the Good Life. Main idea. Contentment comes from accepting your present situation, limiting unnecessary desires, and focusing on the life you actually have instead of constantly wanting someone else's life. Explanation. Horace begins by showing a common human problem: people are rarely satisfied with their own situation. The soldier thinks the merchant has a better life. The merchant thinks the soldier has a better life. The farmer thinks the city offers a better life. The lawyer may imagine that the farmer is happier. The problem isn't necessarily their circumstances. The problem is that they believe happiness exists somewhere else. Horace also emphasizes not being controlled by anxiety about the future. His famous carpe diem idea means that we should make good use of the present rather than spending our lives worrying about what might happen tomorrow. He also presents a moderate and peaceful life as an important path toward peace of mind. Example. Imagine someone who earns $500 per month and constantly thinks, "If I earned $1,000, I'd finally be happy." After reaching $1,000, they compare themselves with someone earning $2,000. Then $2,000 becomes insufficient. Horace's lesson is, if your happiness always depends on having more, there will always be something missing. Lesson. Don't build your happiness around comparison or endless acquisition. Ask yourself, what do I already have that I am failing to appreciate? How to use it. Stop comparing your life with other people's lives. Separate needs from unnecessary desires. Enjoy something simple every day. When worrying about the future, return your attention to what you can do today. Ask before buying something, do I need this, or do I simply want more? Create a lifestyle that gives you peace, not just status. Chapter 2: The Importance of Friendship. Main idea. A good life is not built only from money, status, or possessions. Strong and genuine friendships are an essential part of happiness. Chapter 2 explores friendship through Horace's relationships and poetry. One important distinction is between social/economic relationships and genuine friendship. Roman society included relationships based on status, influence, and mutual benefit. Horace examines the difficulty of having friends who may also be professional or economic associates. The chapter emphasizes that good friends should be valued for their character, rather than simply for their wealth or social position. Horace also presents several qualities of lasting friendship: loyalty, trust, tolerance, personal character, supporting friends during difficult periods, remaining loyal even when a friend experiences failure or criticism, sharing peaceful experiences and retirement. The chapter eventually connects friendship with a peaceful life. Having good people around you can make life richer and more meaningful. Example. Imagine you have two friends. Friend A, very wealthy and influential, but only contacts you when they need something. Friend B, has little money but genuinely cares about you, tells you the truth, supports you during difficult times, and celebrates your success without jealousy. Horace's perspective favors friend B, because the value of friendship comes from the person's character, not their social position. Lesson. Choose friends based on who they are, not what they have. A small circle of trustworthy people can be more valuable than a large network of superficial relationships. How to use it. Choose friends according to character, not status. Be loyal when your friends experience difficulties. Don't abandon a friend because they have temporarily failed. Accept that good friends have imperfections. Don't make every relationship about money or personal benefit. Spend meaningful time with people you genuinely value. Ask yourself, am I also the kind of friend I want to have? Chapter 3, Love, the Problem of Passion. Main idea. Horace sees extreme romantic passion as a threat to peace of mind. Love can be enjoyable, but when desire becomes obsession, jealousy, or emotional dependence, it creates suffering. Explanation. Horace's approach is different from poets who portray love as an overwhelming, dramatic experience. He believes intense passion should be managed with reason, moderation, and perspective. He presents several ideas. Youth is naturally attracted to love and pleasure. Don't let romantic passion completely control your mind. Jealousy can create intense emotional suffering. Many passionate relationships are temporary. Sometimes the better solution is to accept love realistically rather than fight against it. A stable, lasting relationship can be preferable to constantly chasing new excitement. Example. Imagine someone loves another person and constantly thinks, why did she talk to him? Why didn't he reply? Maybe they like someone else. I can't be happy without them. The relationship may be causing more anxiety than happiness. Horace would encourage stepping back and recognizing that strong emotions change with time. Jealousy and passion don't have to control your entire life. Lesson. Love should enrich your life, not destroy your peace of mind. Passion is powerful, but wisdom means learning how to experience emotions without becoming their prisoner. How to use it. Don't make one person the entire center of your life. When jealousy appears, pause before reacting. Don't make permanent decisions during temporary emotional intensity. Give strong emotions time to settle. Look at relationships realistically rather than idealizing someone. Value loyalty and stability over endless excitement. Ask, is this relationship bringing me peace or constantly disturbing my mind? Chapter 4, Death, the Final Frontier. Main idea. Death is unavoidable, regardless of wealth, power, social status, or success. Because life is limited, we should use our time wisely, appreciate the present, and develop a calm mind toward mortality. Explanation. Horace does not treat death as something that only happens to old or unsuccessful people. Death comes to everyone. The rich person and poor person eventually face the same reality. Wealth cannot buy additional certainty about life, and possessions cannot follow us after death. This connects directly with Chapter 1's idea of contentment. If you spend your entire life collecting money, houses, possessions, status, power, but never actually enjoy your life, death eventually makes those achievements meaningless. Horace therefore encourages equanimity, remaining mentally balanced during both good and bad times. Example. Imagine two people. Person A spends every day working to become richer but constantly postpones happiness. I'll enjoy life when I have enough money. Person B works responsibly but also enjoys family, friendship, learning, nature, and the present. Both will eventually die. Horace's message is not don't work or don't have possessions. It is, Don't sacrifice your entire life for possessions that you cannot take with you. The book repeatedly emphasizes that houses, land, wealth, and status must eventually be left behind. Lesson: remembering that life is temporary can help you live better, not worse. Death gives urgency to life. Instead of constantly thinking, "I'll do it someday," ask, "If life is limited, what should I do with today? How to use it?" Stop endlessly postponing the things that genuinely matter. Spend time with people you love. Enjoy simple experiences while you have them. Don't measure your entire life by money or status. Accept that some things are outside your control. Keep a calm mind during both success and failure. Use your awareness of mortality to prioritize your life, not to become afraid of it. After exploring Horace's 4 chapters, we can see that contentment isn't about giving up ambition or refusing to enjoy life. It's about learning when enough is enough. Chapter 1 taught us to stop believing that happiness is always somewhere else. Chapter 2 showed us that genuine friendship can be more valuable than wealth or status. Chapter 3 reminded us that love and passion can enrich our lives, but they shouldn't control our minds. And Chapter 4 gave us perhaps the most powerful reminder. Life is temporary. One day, the money, possessions, status, and achievements we spend so much time chasing will remain behind. So perhaps the real question isn't, "How can I get more?" It's, "How can I make better use of the life I already have?" Horace's wisdom can be summarized in one simple idea. Want less. Appreciate more. Love wisely. Live today. Remember that your time is limited. Because the goal of life isn't simply to have a lot. It's to live well.